Greetings and salutations, humans of Earth, and all you other beautiful beings around the galaxy. Red Wild Ride is here. It's day one of the current leaderboard for Minerva and Flatline. Just spent my first and hopefully last $20. I'm hoping to get away with that. But right now, my alliance is at 15th place on the leaderboard. So we're doing all right here, I think, and hopefully we'll. I don't know if we're going to stay in the top 20, but I'm really hoping that we stay in like the top 30. That would be really nice. I'll take it. But so far we're doing all right. Looks like there's 6 teams competing as usual for 5 top spots. Well, let's get on with actually doing some battles here. So, a couple of things that I'm going to do here. First of all, I've already used 3 of my top teams, my 19K zone teams, to drain my fuel cells so that I could, efficiently buy the bundle when I had 0 fuel cells left. I actually had 1 by the time I bought it because I was grossly mismanaging my time there. But so now what we're going to do is we're just really going to burn out our fuel cells. And the way we're going to do that, we're going to try to burn out. I have a max of 75 from the Cyber Pass. So I want to get down to about 65. I'm going to get down below 65 because by the time I get the recharge, I'll get to my cooldowns will be over most likely before I reach 75 fuel cells again. So I'm just going to run through a bunch of teams here and pound them out and then talk about my strategy for dealing with leaderboards when you're on a team that is seriously competing for leaderboard position. Because you could use this regardless of whether your team is competing for a high leaderboard position. It's going to be good strategy regardless. Because the idea is here that you want to maximize your points. So I try to run my lower teams as infrequently as possible. I will only run those teams if I require, if I have to burn out fuel cells for some reason, like if I'm going to initiate another spending run or something along those lines. But even if you're not spending, you still want to maximize the points that you're putting up on a leaderboard because every point is important. And the more teams you can have at a higher level, the more points you can put up and the more useful you are to your alliance. So it's just good sense to do things that way, I guess would be a good way of putting it. There's a Blaster. Now, Blaster, once he releases his minions and he transforms again, if you knock him out with, say, like Breakneck, Wild Rider, him, all his minions go too, which is really kind of neat. Because then you just get rid of everybody real super fast, and it's good. It's good times. But I'm just going to basically wait for Outpost to pop. And use Breakneck and Assassinate. This is my 5-star Breakneck, by the way. My 4-star Breakneck is on my next team, I believe. And we'll put out Reflector's minions, but it's a little too late. Already blew up the headquarters. Sorry, SRW, SRX, but your base had to be one of the many to go. And I'm hoping that we get to the 5,000 premium shards, so I'll have another pull of 10. I have pulled the 4-star crystal this event, and it was pretty good. Oh, I forgot to change those guys. All right, I'll do it later. I'll do it on my next run. So once again, I'm just running through my teams. This team is a pretty solid team. All these teams are solid 19K teams. So like maybe I'll do a stream one day where I like break down like how I organize my teams and like how I play them in a typical battle. It might be helpful. Like I have I have a template that I use for like basic team formation, and then I modify it based on what the team actually turns out to need in the long run. Destroy the spider mines immediately. Spider mines are the worst. Let's just scourge on this game. Yeah, let's get rid of the shock towers next. I'm not even worried about the stupid lasers. Shock towers are evil. Must be destroyed immediately. And let's see if we can... Yep, there we go. First outpost has been popped. Let's drop a Fellbat tower. And we'll keep spamming Sentius Malice's ability. I think that's the only other spider mine. Let's kill it. Destroy with impunity. And now, for Slipstream. And then follow it up with Dive Bomb. And nuke the whole area. And drop another Fellbat tower to stomp this batch of Autobots. And we should be good. We should be home free at this point. Are we? Yeah, let's send Octopunch over there. Yeah, come on. Knock him down. That's right. And you'll just blow stuff up until the headquarters blows up, which was pretty quick. All right. Seems good. All right. We'll take a look at the team I'm playing with too. You can see what it takes to do well in Leaderboard. Ramble on this guy. He's off the charts with how he does on these leaderboards. And Decepticon and Deceptor Queen are the leaders of the Alliance. They put up a lot too. Right now, I'm chilling down in 14th place. But that's going to pick up real soon. So I'm just going to keep spamming out those teams. Oh, is this my 5-star breakneck? Oh, that's right. I switched teams. I keep switching with my 4 and 5 stars for some reason. Whatever reason. But yeah, let's take this squad out and blow some stuff up. Those shock towers need to go. I don't think I can get both of them in one swindle shot, but I can get all that in one swindle shot, and that should be enough. Tarantulas is going to need to get in there as well. And you'll get him over to the shock tower to start that process along, and then we'll push him out. Tarantulas is a good bot to sort of just spread around the board. Let him drop those webs. I think Rhinox is the Autobot equivalent, and really good ability. 5-star really good ability. 4-star really good ability. Very useful. Turns out slowing down the defenses is good. Who would have thought? One of those things, you know, you don't think about it, and then, oh yeah, it's a thing. But yeah, anything that messes with defenses is good. You won't get an argument from me on that. I'm getting close to that second 5,000 premium shards. I mean, not like I'm going to get anything impressive out of it, but, you know. It's still stuff that I'm earning for doing this. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go till I'm at about 65. Because what I do after that is I set a timer. And this is very important. I'll look at my first team. and I'll set a timer so that I know when to come back in game right around when my first team is going to come off cooldown. So this way I could spend as efficiently as possible, and I'm maximizing the points I can earn for my team as much as possible. You know, it's not just about maximizing your own points. You're trying to help the team maximize their points. So that means you have to play smart. And I'll just, lug nut around over there, then send Dead End in, let him absorb some of the fire, while Lugnut just destroys the shit out of the headquarters. Seems like a good plan. I could just fast forward through all this, because it doesn't matter. As long as Lugnut wins, and he will, the rest of the base doesn't matter. And yeah, Lugnut gets there. 5-star Lugnut, level 11 special ability, level 62. He's good, yeah, he's good. All right, you see all my other guys leveling up here. So one of the things that I have set up in my teams is that every team has one bot that's relatively low level that I'm trying to level up. So that's like Flame Wars on this team. And I just had Leozak right before I started streaming. Leozak hit level 50. So I don't need to level him up anymore. So now I have to rotate everybody through. And, I'm trying to get these other guys leveled up. I'm really hoping soon to have a ninth 19K team. So this way I could, level up more guys faster. But it takes a while to build up a team to that level. Even though, they've increased XP and everything, it still does take some time. Nobody gets there in a day. And let's drop a Nightbird decoy. And let's get you out of there. And you know what? Flame seems like a good option right out there. Flame War is actually pretty good too. The only thing is Flame War takes a lot of damage, and I have an attack core on Flame War now. I really think I should have a defensive core on Flame War, because Flame War takes a ton of damage while she's cycling around. As you can see, she's already lost over 50% of our hit points just from that. So, yeah, it's a thing to think about when you're deciding what cores to put on bots. And that's why sometimes I wait to put cores on until I really sort of get a feel for how I need to use the bot in a given circumstance. What do I want to do there? I think I'm just going to, send that over there. Get rid of that laser. Oh, didn't matter. Got the headquarters first. Okay. So now, getting towards the end over here of my 19K teams, of my last 19K. So what I do from here is I have one team that's 15K that's got a couple of my higher level guys on it. Blot is just over level 60, just at 61. Vortex is at 60. The rest of these guys are in like the mid 50s. So I'll send these guys out on the 15K. Wow, in 14 minutes I've been bounced out of my own chat room twice, at least. So if anybody's there and chatting, like, I probably haven't seen what you said, because, yeah, it keeps... Twitch is so weird. I don't understand Twitch. It's like you think their own website, it would work efficiently, but alas poor Yorick, it does not. I really want to use Rodimus's ability, so we'll do it there. And we'll send Flame Boy through there, and a tornado through the center. Yep, that pretty much cleared out most of the middle there. The more stuff you could clear out without breaking the walls, very often the better it is. But if you can break the walls while you're doing it, is even better. I feel like I'm saying like the most obvious things. Which, I probably am. But, still. Let's get rid of that shock tower. And let's send the Cyclone out back there. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's send one up that way. And send him over there. And yep, this just wrap it up. All right, so now I'd be running all 7,500 teams. And at this point, it doesn't really matter what I run, but I'm only going to run two. Yeah, I'm going to run two. No, maybe three 7,500 teams right now. And the reason why I'm going to run three of them is because we have that stupid quest where we have to use our all faction teams in an event, and we got it right before the leaderboard. So I have to use my Autobot team. I still have 5 more to go, so I'm going to use 3 Autobot teams now. And I'm just making up random teams from my Autobots, so I'm not going to... I'm saving a lead of 1 for something in particular. But I know how I'm making this team. It's basically based on randomized power and getting 1 healer on each team, since I have 2 healers. My third team is going to be kind of a joke. It's going to be the Elite 1 show. Well, it's going to be the Elite 1 and my higher 3 stars. Menasor 5000. From Decepticoni. It's like I can pronounce Russian. Can't speak it. Don't ask. But I can't actually pronounce it. Definitely not a special skill. Most definitely not. All right. One of the nice things about the Optimus Primal Beast Wars Megatron ability is that it does force everybody into tactician mode, which is great. Because honestly, you want guys on tactician mode as much as possible without actually having to give them a tactician core. And he's got one of the few abilities that actually does that, so it's pretty strong. And then we use the actual Optimus Prime and just move everybody to one side of the base. And then just, create as much havoc as possible. That's pretty much how we roll here. And now let's get everybody over to the headquarters. Smashy. Yeah, if I'm going to run 7,500 teams, I may as well run stupid Autobot teams. Come on, get me to them 5,000 shards. As you see, my Autobots are all level 49. They're all going to be, maxed and waiting real soon. Yeah, let's just get these guys in here. Optimus Primal, First Aid, and Cliff Jumper, and 7,500 Zone. Let's bang this out. This game is finally getting its 4th healer, and I think that's a very important thing to mention. It's one of the reasons why I'm really eager to that my alliance finishes well here, because this game has needed more healers for fucking ever, and it's like we're finally getting them now. So I should just use that. Yeah, and that, and that, and let the slaughter begin. Put a Chromia Tower in. Hi, guys. Wait. Where'd the Chromia Tower go? How the hell did it get all the way over there? It's nowhere near where I pressed. This game. I wonder sometimes. Yeah, just, drop multiple towers all over the place. It's fine. Don't worry about it. 20 minutes kicked out of my chat room 3 times. Seems good. Ascenius Magnus is at level 15 now too. Great. All right, now let me run this one last battle here, which put me down to 76. And then I got to run a few more, so I'll just run run the rest of my teams. Oh wait, I got to run these guys too. Star Saber, Swoop, Optimus Prime, Jetfire, and Smokescreen. Almost forgot some of those guys. Let's see, what do we got here? JHO 666 from Foreskin Warriors. How clever, guys! The level of sophomoric humor from the players of Transformers Earthwars will never cease to amaze. So I did say this was going to be the Alita 1 show, and I did mean that, because we're just going to send her right over there, blow stuff up, and then send her right over there, and blow a little more stuff up, and then send her back here, let her make some points, and get Scourge out there to blow up some more defenses. And yeah, this should be ball game here. Let me just kill that Megatron. Okay. And that's it. There's another victory. Come on. I said victory, right? Come on. Bring everybody back to the headquarters. There we go. Victory. So I'm going to try to squeeze together one more. I think I might be able to get one more 15K team out of my cons. Just so many flyers here. I don't want to use all the flyers. I'll use Iron Bison, Onslaught, Brawl. Where's Skyhawk? We want Skyhawk on this team. I want CicadaCon on this team. And I have to... who else can I put on this team? I'll say Rampage. Just over 15K should work. You know, CicadaCon's just... I'm trying to get CicadaCon to level 40 as quickly as possible so I can stop worrying about CicadaCon. And actually, we'll talk about... I'll probably do a couple of quick power levels. Come to think of it, probably a good idea. Is there any place where I could efficiently use Skyhawk? Yeah, I see it. It's just going to take a minute, though. So Iron Bison's actually pretty good. Let's make sure they both go to the same place. Good. We'll send them both there. Skyhawk can do a little nuking of areas himself, although I'm finding he's not quite as good at it as Slipstream is. His ability is wonkier, I guess. Maybe I just need to use it a little more, a little better. Maybe I need to level it up some. It could be a problem as well. We need to not die here, guys. Is that possible? Yeah, I think it's possible. I think we got there. Yeah, everything offensive has been blown up. Yes, we should be fine. All right. Yeah, I think I'll do a couple of power level. Oh, no, you know, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do the power leveling here. The 15K bases are too variable. You can really get some unfortunate circumstances in there, and I really would rather not lose a battle if I could avoid losing that battle. It's one of those things. So, let me do a couple more battles. Let me get down to, like I said, I want to get down to something below 65. So let me clear this squad and we'll put up one more. I think if I put up one more, I'll be okay. We'll just have this one be a whole bunch of flyboys, I guess. Off-road, kickback, run amok, tantrum, Astro Train, and I guess Megatron. Oh, might have had another 15K team. All right. Well, let's find out. There's only one way to find out. That's to send the team out there and hope they get the dub. Well, I see right away one thing that's happening. Skywarp, please melt that shock tower. And Skywarp, please melt that other shock tower. And Thundercracker can melt pretty much everything else. And Off-Road, who I think is Sideswipe for the Autobots, actually pretty good. That's not what I wanted to happen, but okay. I'm gonna send Tantrum over there. This base is 1, but it was close. TGE Daddy, apparently. Sorry, dude. Oh, 5 more thousand. Come on, guys. 5,000 more points. Now, there's no reason for me to put up more points. And the reason for that is that by the time... Let me see some... Oh, wait a minute. I have to go through all this garbage. Forgot about that. Okay, 67... I need to do that, which is good because now I can do this. Finally. Maxed out on alloy very often. I'm trying to finish that. Collect 4 million alloy from harvesters. And that was getting slowed up greatly. Yeah, I'm not going to get the Alliance War hard battles because my Alliance doesn't do wars on the level where I can actually have access to hard battles. So that's 150 points I can't get access to. But you'll notice, if I do today's quest and tomorrow's quest, I'll finish out the Cyber Pass. So I'm pretty happy about that. And there's no reason for me to do normal PvP battles using a combiner when I can easily get another 200 points just from this and finish that. So I don't even have to do the daily quest tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably just going to finish these two later today, the 4 million alloy and the normal event battles. And if I get any of the other daily quests, fine. I've already taken all the rewards. I've got one more round of spark crystals left. And I got everything else from here. Cyber Pass is worth it. That 75 fuel cells is actually super helpful. That's like, honestly, it's the best part of the Cyber Pass. I will also say that the ability research level ups should be saved for ability level 11. You should never use them for anything but ability level 11. Ability level 11 is super expensive in terms of Z-Energon and Spark, and that bonus will circumvent you spending the Z-Energon and the Spark on the ability. So you should definitely hold on to those and only use them to get to ability level 11. Farm the rest of the Spark to get yourself to level 10, and then use those bonuses to get you to level 11. It's really it's the only intelligent thing to do with those bonuses. Everything else you could pretty much do what you want with. I've been saving the free troop upgrades for getting guys to level 61, but I have a ton of guys who are stuck at level 60 now. And if you have a bunch of guys who are stuck at level 40 or a bunch of guys who are stuck at level 50, and you've got an event coming up, I can totally understand. I can say, all right, you should probably use them because you need them. It's not like you don't need them. I'm going to take a look. I'm at 10th place on my team right now. Very nice. Hopefully that's up there. And we are now at 16th place. Like I said, we were at 7th when I woke up. No, not when I woke up, sorry. Before I went to bed early this morning, I blew all my fuel cells out and went to sleep. I actually went to sleep with the game still on, apparently. But I burned out all my fuel cells before I fell asleep. I'm pretty confident of that. Yeah, I'm pretty much just hanging out for a few minutes. I want to wait for those things to come in. I also want to check my times. This is another thing. When you're doing leaderboards, it's very important to check how long your cooldowns are going to go. And my cooldowns this time are going to be really weird because, see, this team's going to come off cooldown real soon. Well, except for CicadaCon, which I could just swap CicadaCon out. That's fine. These teams went pretty early, and then these teams I had to wait for because I was waiting for the right time to make my purchase. Just spent $20. As you see, I have an extra 5,000 coins, and I'm going to be using those coins on fuel cell recharges throughout the event. I'm probably going to use most of them on Saturday. Like, tonight's going to be very difficult for me to play because I'm going to have a Magic stream. So that's going to be a thing. And, that'll be probably sometime between 8 and 10 o'clock is usually when we start. But what I would do here is I would look at my team that started my string of playing, which would be my fourth squad here. And I see that my longest cooldown is 31 minutes and change. So I would put in to my timer, say like 30 minutes. So I get an alert 30 minutes from now, I come back into the game. And when I come back into the game, this team should be coming off of cooldown. And as it is, my other teams will also be coming off cooldown, so that's good. I'm at 68 fuel cells now. I think in a half an hour, I think I might be at full fuel cells before the fourth team is ready. But that's fine, because what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my timer for like 25 minutes, which will bring me back before my fuel cells are full. And I'll be able to run those first three teams, and I'll catch up with those other teams. What I'm going to do from there on out is going to be to set my schedule up so that I run all my teams, take a break, come back from cooldown, run all my teams again, come back from cooldown. I run a bunch of teams. And as long as I have at least 3 teams left, I will buy more fuel cells using my coins and start the process over again until I once again end up in a position where I have at least 3 teams. And the reason why it's 3 teams is because my teams take about an hour to come off cooldown, and it takes an hour to make up 15 fuel cells. So I try to get it so that I'm never at full fuel cells. I may be close to full fuel cells, but I won't be at full fuel cells by the time the cooldown of my first team is over, and I could start running my first team out there, and getting those points. And meanwhile, my other teams will be coming off cooldown, if you have to wait like an extra like 10 or 15 seconds, it's okay. Sometimes you might find you'll be waiting an extra minute because maybe like one combat went particularly fast or one went particularly slow. At that point, you could just start a minute later if you want on one of those other ones. But the whole idea here is that you want to have a steady stream of points coming in. You want to be maximizing the use of your fuel cells as much as possible. And you want to spend at the right time. You don't want to spend at a point where you're going to then be full on fuel cells. You want the earning to constantly be happening. You don't want there to be a time where you're not slowly accumulating those fuel cells. Nice number of fuel cells I have now, by the way. I'm going to be very proud of that sophomoric comment. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that you need to do in order to coordinate yourself so that you can score the most points as possible. It's also one of the reasons why I try to spread out the growth between my teams. I have set myself up to be an event player. It's only been recently that I've been able to get my bots up to high enough level where I can be competitive on a war footing as well. But you know, I try to do that because events are where you get all the good stuff. And once again, I got kicked from my own chat. It's amazing. I love Twitch. I love Twitch so much. At least it doesn't drop me out as hard as YouTube used to drop me out when I was doing other live content. Stalling for time here until my team gets on that roll there and gets us over 400k, so I can pop those 10 premium shards and close up the stream. But yeah, for one of the things that you'll learn as you do this kind of strategy for accumulating points is you'll have a better idea of what you can reasonably pledge for an alliance. You know, and you have to be able to know that because you want to give them an accurate count of what you can do while keeping yourself realistic. You know, if you recognize that you're capable of putting up like 33k points in a weekend, but that requires you to be as perfectionately accurate with all of your timing and everything, you know what, tell them 30k plus. You know, this way it gives you a little bit of room. You know, you have some space in case you lose a couple of battles, because it'll happen. You know, mercifully, thank you, I didn't lose any battles, but it can and will happen. So it is something to consider. But this way, too, as you go through the process of experimenting and learning, you'll learn more about what you're capable of in terms of putting up points. And the more you can maximize these things, the better it is. And you really just want a strategy for maximizing. Now, I know, again, that it's not realistic to do for everybody. You know, I'm a single dude. I don't have anybody to answer to. I'm not running around places. I'm not chasing kids around or anything like that. So I can get away with a lot in terms of that. But there's things you could do, too, if you have a malleable schedule. Just remember that the ultimate goal is to never be in a position where your fuel cells are full. If your fuel cells are full, that's a problem. You should never be at that point. Okay, and if your fuel cells are full, throw a team out there and burn some points, burn some fuel cells. At least be earning the points in the fuel cells. Don't sit there idle. It's very, very important during leaderboard events in particular, but any event where your team is chasing a high point total. You know, these million point alliance events and things like that, where you're trying to score as much as possible. You know, it's worth it in the long run. Remember that especially if you're a free to play player, you have to remember that it puts more of a requirement on you maximizing your time to maximize your enjoyment of the game. Now, if you might be happy, just playing at a low level and everything. And hey, listen, more power to you if you are. I know people who are like that. I'm totally cool with these people. No issues. I'm good friends with a couple. But at the same time, if you're trying to maximize the value you get out of this game, and really all of these pay to win games, you have to pay with your time if you're not going to pay with your money. And that's really what it comes down to. You're either going to pay with your time or you're going to pay with your money. And if you really want everything, you're going to do both. That's the difference between, guys like me who invest both time and money in the game. I mean, that's why I have 4-star Triptychon. That's why I have 5-star Overlord, because I'm willing to put the time and the money in. And if you could do that, great. If you can only put the time in or you can only put the money in, that's fine. But you have to acknowledge that, and you have to understand that means that you may in the long run have to accept a little less because you're putting up a little less. And that's how a lot of these alliances work. It's very much, everybody else is doing it. You do your share, we'll do our share, and everybody gets along, and it's great. And when somebody's not doing their share, I mean, obviously it's going to be an issue. You're going to get talked to. But you have to be realistic about what you want in the game as well. Some people just aren't cut out. There are times in my life where I'm not cut out for going hardcore full-time all the time. And I just noticed I got kicked out of my chat room again. I'm going to keep noting this because it's like literally happening like once every like 6 or 7 minutes. It's like, oh, I'm back again. Hey. So I see nobody chatting, and it's like I'm afraid that like people are typing in stuff like during the times when I can't see the chat because for whatever reason Twitch just decides to fuck me on chat. It's okay. It's okay, guys. I'll sort this out eventually. One of these days. Maybe once I get my capture card and I can maybe find a way to connect my phone to the capture card. Might be interesting. But we're real close to 400,000. And I think, can I run this team? Can I run team 1? No, not quite yet. Because I do want CicadaCon on that team. So maybe I'll hang around for that. I'll do that, and then I'll wrap up the stream. Of course, by then, actually, the rest of my team might be ready to go. Oh, no, they're not. I remember now that there's a huge gap in the time. I had to wait. I had to wait around like 10 minutes to get to a point where I was at 0 fuel cells. And like I said, by the time I ended up actually purchasing, because of course I screwed up putting in my password to make the purchase. Because, why wouldn't I do that? There's my premium shards. All right. Let's pop some crystals here. 2 crystals. What just came up here? Oh, nothing. It's just the game being dopey. Got it. All right. 10 premiums. What am I getting? Let's find out. We've got a 2-star Wild Rider. A 2-star Mixmaster. A 2-star Cybertron Starscream. A 2-star Straxus. A 2-star Dirge. A 2-star Lugnut. A 2-star Nightbird. 2 more 2-stars. 2-star Scourge. And 2-star Slipstream. Oh, wait. I have one more 2-star Soundwave Hiss. Yep. Hey, look at that, all 2 stars. What a great set of 10 premium crystals that was. That was the classic. The classic get nothing. Let's see, how much am I away from getting other stuff here? Really close to another 3-star. I'm hoping to get a second 4-star crystal pull by the end of the event so I can get ever closer to that 5-star crystal pull. That would be nice. Get my 15th Decepticon 4-star. I'm waiting to pop 10 of those. Not quite yet. Let's see. Can we do this now? CicadaCon. You know what? I think the smart thing to do here is we'll just put in SG Thundercracker. And we'll do this. And how long is it going to be? This team won't be off yet. So that's going to be a little ways down the road. And then these teams I'm going to have to wait a little bit for. So I might be able to just, hang on the game for a little while and hang on the stream and, just talk about random stuff, I guess. But yeah, let's do this. Let's score some more points. Oh. I just had to remind myself that there's stuff I needed to do for my Magic stream later that I almost forgot that I had to do. But that's okay. It's not until later. Let's send you over there, and then Deathsaurus, go over there, please. And we need to do that, and okay, let's do that and that. One of the things with some of these abilities is you have to remember that it does take time for the abilities to actually process. It's something that I have to remind myself with, particularly with bots like Scrapnel. Because you want their stun ability to take place at a certain time. Sometimes you have to target where guys are going to be walking to stun them, as opposed to where they are right now. It's just a little extra thought that has to go into the process. So let's get CicadaCon on this team. And we'll go into 19K. We'll score a little bit more here. And like I said, we'll chill out for a little bit. I'll talk for a little bit. I'll maybe be quiet for a moment or two and do some of that other stuff that I have to do. I'll sort it out. Interesting thing, by the way, to notice, Black Arachnia and Straxus both deploy a lot slower than many of the other bots, and I'm not sure why those two in particular are super slow, but they are. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when you're deploying, is that if you have bots that deploy slower than others, you may want to make sure that all your bots deploy at the same time. It may be helpful for various things. And now I'm using Straxus here to blow up the walls, more because Black Arachnia has Quintus, and you can see every time he blows up a stack of walls, she spits out a whole bunch of sharks. So, good strategy. Don't put the Quintus core on Straxus. Straxus is not good for the Quintus core. Put him on the same team, give him a wall buster, and put the Quintus core on somebody who can do a lot of damage really quickly and who moves around. Tarantulas is another good option for the Quintus core. Deathsaurus is a good option. Barricade's a good option. Yeah, anybody who could move around and go to different places and deposit sharks in different places. Because that's the general idea. All right, so we have to wait a little bit for this. I'm going to reset these guys here. So we're going to put Soundwave Hiss on this team. And I have to wait 5 or 6 minutes. All right. So I think I'm going to be quiet for a couple of those minutes. So if somebody wants to chat with me in the chat room, by all means, type something in and I'll talk to you. But in the interim, I'm going to get up for a moment or two, just grab a couple of things that need to be grabbed. And I'll be right back. So stay cool. See you in a few minutes. We'll do some more destroying. Just check and see how much longer we got. We got another 3 minutes. Okay. I'll be back in about another 3. What do I have to grab? Oh, I didn't get that. All right, we look like we're just about off cooldown here. Yep. Not much more to go. Let me just let's cross off that and that and that. Yeah, I just have to finish assembling my deck for tonight's game. Yeah, new spicy build coming up. So, must assemble the cards. Alright. Ryuk 201012. Okay, the Rebel Resistance. We're mixing our Star Wars and our Transformers here, apparently. Okay. Seems alright. Let's send Dirge out there a couple of times. Make everything fight with itself. Seems good. And one more there. Get those shock towers involved. Would it only hit one shock tower? Crap. Alright, we'll send you one more time out there. Get those, yep. Dirge is so good. So good. So very, very good. Alright, let's see. How long till this? That's another 5 minutes. No, we don't run Soundwave Hiss here. Well, if we gotta wait 5 minutes. Runabout and Flame War. Right. Alright, so we're gonna wait another 5. I'm gonna continue doing the things I need to do over here. Finish them up, and then once I wait that 5 minutes, I'll be able to run the rest of my teams. I'll run up to squad 8, so it'll be 5 more teams, and then we'll put a wrap on this stream. And I'll probably come back tomorrow. I'll definitely come back tomorrow with another, probably not nearly as long as this stream. Probably be like a half an hour or so. But I'll do another run-through report on where my team is. And, maybe might do a stream at the end of the leaderboard just to watch the leaderboard moving in those last couple hours. It should be pretty interesting. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We're just, like I said, waiting for the cooldowns to end on guys like Ripper Snapper and Long Haul and Reflector. I had to do one other thing, so let me do that here. I talk to myself. Sometimes the most interesting conversation I have all day. right, less than 1 minute. Watching and waiting. As soon as that hits 0, we're going to go. And here we go. Let's bang out this last batch. Wrap up the stream. We'll get back at this tomorrow. We'll take a look, see where my alliance is as well before we leave. All right. Let's make sure we get rid of that shock tower. We'll send Ripper Snapper in. Start blowing stuff up. Scourge is on this team in place of Thrust. He's probably going to replace Thrust. Thrust is in the lab going to level 61 right now. But my ultimate goal for Scourge is to replace Thrust on this team for a little while until Scourge is high enough level to hold down his own team. Because Scourge could do a lot of damage. So can Scavenger when he's not stunned. Yeah, let's just shred all that crap over there. It's Merc Starsaber. Yep. Successful Merkin. That sophomore humor again. Scavenger's almost at level 60. I guess he's going to be the next one in the lab. Actually, maybe I'll wait till the next Cyber Pass. Alright, here we have to wait just a short period of time just for these guys. So we'll just wait that short period of time. Not a problem. And we are ready to go here. Let's pop it off. Grinder 67, no alliance. No alliance always intrigues me because no alliance might mean the HQ's at the front. Nope. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it is kind of nice. It is kind of nice. All right, let's send in the team. Let's exploit Slipstream here. See if we can get both those shock towers blown up. Nah, we just got one. That's fine. We'll send Dive Bomb back there in a moment. Or, just we'll send Starscream back there as well. That could work. Dive Bomb will... Now we don't even have to do that. Okay, that's good. That actually worked out a lot smoother than I thought it would. I'm going to send the tornado out in that direction. I see where all of our baddies are. We have 3 outposts right back there. So we'll just preemptively put down a Fellbat tower. And we'll let them all eat the Fellbat tower. And then we'll put down another Fellbat tower because they probably destroyed the first one. Yeah, they did. No, they didn't. It's good. Wrecked them anyway. All right. And we got 2 more combats to do, so looks like we got to wait for this one. 20 some odd seconds, fine. Not a problem. This is good too, because what I'll do is I'll probably set my time to come back for like 45 minutes or so, and just let most of my teams come off cooldown, regenerate some fuel cells, and just play it from there. Just so this way everybody's back on the same schedule again, because that's the thing too. You want to really do a run and then step away, and then do a run and then step away. You don't want to constantly stagger everything. Unless you feel better doing it that way, then by all means. I mean, don't let me tell you how to have fun. I can only suggest things that you do to maximize game situations. This looks like a shitty base to have to fight against. I am not thrilled about this. Let's see how my guys move around. That's helpful. I see a blaster needs to die. I see a lot of guys who need to die. That combiner hilariously chasing Flame War. That was great. I almost want to watch a replay of this battle just to watch the fumbling combiner trying to chase Flame War around the board. That was actually quite amusing. Like, I'm not going to do it now because it's kind of a waste of time, but... And I really don't want to waste time here, but that was funny as hell, man. You know what? I think I am going to watch the replay. I want to see that. I want to just watch the combiner just run around like a dope again, chasing Flame War. That was funny. So I'm going to fast forward a little till we get to Flame War's trigger. Yeah, here we go. It's running around in circles. It's great. That was great. I needed to see that. That made me laugh. That may be a very productive way to use Flame War in the future. Da-da-da-da-da. Make him run around in circles. It's fine. Superhero 232. Naps, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Thank you for coming by and checking out one of my streams here. I'm just, throwing some transforming robots out and blowing shit up. You know how I roll. Things must die. How do I want to deal with that? Oh. Where do I send Lugnut next? Right there, I think. Yeah, good timing, Naps. Perfect timing. I'm going to have magic later. You'll probably be sleeping by then, I'm pretty sure. We'll be starting probably another 4 or 5 hours, the rate we normally go. And I know we were talking about that yesterday on one of your streams. Let's see. What do we want to send out here? Oh, what the... Everything was just glowing there for a second. What the hell was that about? Why is nothing happening? It seems like all my guys are stunned. Dead end ain't stunned. Send them right to the HQ. Please blow it up. Please blow something up. Somebody? Blow something up, please. Preferably Autobots. I'm gonna use a rare nanofrost to stop that shock tower from fucking things up even more. Naps, thanks for the follow. Awesome. Definitely, I'm going to be doing some Doom streaming, probably not this weekend, but probably starting Monday. And hopefully I'll get my my capture card soon. I'm eagerly checking eBay to see when they ship that thing out. Because I want to start doing some Pokemon and Katamari Damacy and a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, whatever games I have on my Switch. I got. I'll probably do some Super Mario Maker. Seems pretty popular around these parts. All right, we'll get CicadaCon in there one last time, last battle before I put this down, and take a break for a bit, and get set up for Magic later. I still have a lot of setting up to do. Got to get the people coordinated as well. We're gonna have a new guy joining our group this week, so it should be interesting. An old friend who I'm interested in playing with again. Yeah, you know, Mario Maker. Honestly, Naps, Mario Maker is how I got started, on with Twitch and everything. And the funny thing is, I didn't even own Mario Maker at the time. I just liked watching people play it, and I was watching them on YouTube. And eventually I was just like, you know, they keep saying how they're on this Twitch thing all the time. Maybe I ought to go over to Twitch and check it out. And that's where I found all the Doom streamers. And yeah, you know, and I've been really enjoying it ever since. So I'm glad that I eventually came around and got into streaming on Twitch. You know, I suck at Mario Maker. It's going to be quite hilarious watching me attempt to play. But one of the things that I've learned is that it doesn't matter how bad you suck, somebody will still watch you play. And I think that's like one of like the coolest things about Twitch is that no matter how bad you suck, like people will still watch you play. Oh, those are the streamers you watch. I watch like Carl Sagan and DGR Dave, Ryu Car. I watch a few other streamers as well. From Mario Maker, I've been watching Sep. So many, Tanuki Dan. There's a lot of great Mario Maker streamers, and a lot of them stream other games too, and it's fun to watch them playing those games. But I'm looking forward to embarrassing myself on Super Mario Maker very soon. So anyway, look at that total, 420, 421. How fucking awesome. Yeah, boy, I think that gives me an indication of what I'm going to do after I wrap up this stream. Where are we on the leaderboard? Dark Legion Elite, number 15. Super Expert Endless. Oh, God. It's only if I want to torture myself. And I might want to torture myself at some point. I'm doing easy Endless, and I'm having trouble with it. So I don't know about Super Expert Endless, but I might try normal Endless for a while and see how that goes first. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of failing. I used to have all these amazing video game skills, and then I stopped playing video games for 20 years, and that was like a huge mistake. I'm learning now. Like, I should have never stopped playing. I should have just always had a controller in my fucking hand. That's really what this should have been. Oh, let me check the members. Let me see where I am in my alliance before I say goodbye to the stream. Members, where am I? I'm still number 10. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't need to be number 1. We just need to be as high as possible. What's the rewards for 15? Leaderboard 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 15. 3-star flatline, 400 5-star shards. Ooh. 400 5-star shards would be nice. 350 for 16, 300 for 17 and 19, 250 for 20. What is it? And just a 25, just 2,500 4-star for 21 to 24. Okay. I mean, I would love to get the 5-star shards, but if we finish I'll be happy finishing in like the top 50. I'm not expecting us to finish super high. But hopefully we got another 2 days and 12 plus hours left. The event ends at 6 o'clock Monday morning for my time. Naps. This is Transformers Earth Wars. It's basically like Clash of Clans, I think, but with Transformers. So yeah, it's a pretty fun game. Obviously I enjoy it. I'm a huge Transformers nerd. Like Red Wild Rider. Wild Rider is from the Transformers. That's where it's part of where I came up with the name. Although he's no longer called Wild Rider because apparently they didn't hold on to that trademark. So they have to call him Breakneck now, which is silly. But, we live with it and we roll on. But, I'm on the Decepticon faction, which is like 20% of the players of the game. And I've got a lot of Decepticons, and they're really powerful. And I have a lot of fun playing the game. And you see we can do some close-ups. There's my man Dirge. Crimson Breakneck. Yup, exactly. Crimson Breakneck. That's me. All right, anyway, it's time for me to wrap this up. I have to get ready for Magic. So thank you all for watching. Naps, it was good to hang out with you for a few minutes and talk to you. This time on the other side of the equation where you're doing the typing and I'm doing the talking. But, I'll see you around sometime soon. We'll lots of different games. Peace out, everyone. Have a good day.